Hi there, Anna Logan Riversby here, and we are going to be talking about the third step that you will need to take to create success in your career and happiness in your life. As you know, I do not separate the two, they're always together. So I always make sure that we create alignment, full alignment with what is it that you're doing at your job, with who you are as a human being. So if you haven't watched my previous two videos, please go back and watch them now so you can understand the process and gradual development of yourself as a human being towards success. Because in the first video I was talking about the awareness and alignment. In the second video I was talking about what are the obstacles that can stop you to your success. And in this video I'm going to be talking about the power of the leverage. So what is the leverage, or the lever as we say in Britain? So the power of the leverage is the power of you to make the must for the change. So if you do not have the proper leverage, that means that you will not take the action. And even if you do take the action, it's going to be sort of half-hearted. And if you do not take the action, now you're going to be most probably saying to yourself, yeah, I do want to create the success in my career, and I do want to have this amazing relationship or fantastic holidays without worry, or, pay my bills effortlessly. And, I want to have all of these things, but you know what? I can cope for like another 6 months in a place where I'm right now, or another few years. It's not really an emergency, and then most people, when I talk to them about all of this, they've been going through some huge traumas actually at work, and their confidence is being knocked down, and they've been really suffering, they've been really stressed. And when I say, okay, why don't you take an action now? I can cope. It's okay. I can sort of do it for a bit longer and stay in this place of disempowerment for longer. And they just don't do anything. They keep on rumbling about, being confused, being stressed, being fearful, and not taking action, or doing the so-called, I call it spaghetti in the wall strategy, like trying one thing and doesn't work, trying another thing doesn't work. And you know what happens then? You create the belief that you're a failure and that you're a loser, and then you cannot create positive changes for yourself. So creation of the leverage is very, very important. So how do we do that? So the leverage has to be created in both positive terms and negative terms. So what does that mean? When you're creating a positive leverage, you have to understand all the positive things that are going to be happening to you and to the people who are nearest to you when you create this positive change, or the change that you want. You get the promotion, change the sector, get more money, get more responsibility. You have to understand full on, emotionally, on an emotional level, how will you feel when you create all of that for yourself? How will people around you feel? What you will be able to create when you have this, like just not the fear part of it, like, what if I create it and it's not this, and I don't have more time, and I don't have, no. You have to understand the best part of it. So what's going to happen with you and your life, and the life of people that you truly care about, when you achieve this, and when you have everything the way you want? Because trust me, it is possible to create everything the way you want. And a lot of people do not understand that, and they're surrounded with fears, which is a second step that you go through in my second video. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. So when you create the leverage, you have to understand all the positives first. But that's not enough, because all the positives can shine at you from over there and encourage you, and draw you to this result as a magnet. However, what's going to be propelling you like a rocket forward is actually the pain of what's going to happen to you if you do not make this change happen. So if you do not get promoted, if you do not get more money, if you get, say, stuck in a situation that you are confused about your next career steps, confused about why is your confidence being knocked down, why do you feel so disempowered? If you do not understand what's going to happen to you if you do not move, I'm afraid that you will never move, and your worst dreams can actually happen for you. It might not mean that they will. It might mean that you will always stay on a survival path like I did for so many years. I was a survivor, which means that I was always on the border of, slipping down the slope, but having enough, and having that enough, and then slipping down. So I was a survivor. I never went fully down. But that grind and of surviving and barely making it and not living my full expression of my humanity and giving back to this world and stepping up as a leader as I truly felt it was my purpose. What actually happened to me is that I burnt up, and I had something that's called psychomotor retardation. My body refused to move, and I almost ended up as a disabled person. And on top of it all, I wanted to kill myself because I was in so much pain. Just from this process, it was gradual decline of my happiness, of my health, of my social status. Everything declined, and it was so gradual that I did not see it. I was like blindsided by all of this. Suddenly, I was ill. I could not move. So what you have to understand, and I did not understand the price. I did not have the leverage. So I was not moving. I was always sort of, I can do a little bit more. I'm strong, independent, a well-educated woman. I can do it by myself. I did not. I was not able to do it by myself. When I went through this stage of awakening and like sort of going through the obstacles, I failed in every single aspect. I did not know me. I did not understand my fears. I did not know my leverage. I did not know what's going to happen to me if I do not ask for help, because I was seriously stuck. And I was stuck for years, and I stubbornly refused to ask for help. And I paid the price, and I do not wish that kind of price onto anyone. It was a very, very painful period in my life, and I'm so happy that I'm still with you here. And I urge you to not wait, to understand fully on what is your pain that you're going to be experiencing if you do not make it full on. Be brave and just open up and see that reality. It can happen. And then understand the positives and the happiness and prosperity and abundance that you're going to get when you actually make it for yourself, and use this leverage to actually say, you know what? Now is the time for me to move forward. Now is the time for me to take steps, ask for help if I need to, ask for directions, get some clarity, and move ahead where I need to go as a human being, fully aligned with myself, fully aligned with my company, fully aligned with my team, with my values, with my mission and the purpose. It's possible. I've done it. Many of my clients have done it for themselves. So it's possible, and you can do it. So until we speak with each other next and we talk about the fourth step, which is creating empowering alternatives, be kind, be brave, and create the world that you would love to live in.